Welcome to this review for the Proporta Impact Protective Crystal Case. As you can see, I have a package here, just arrived today. Inside, this is what you get. You have a brochure showing the other cases and products they make. And inside that you'll receive your invoice and a packet of tea, in this case Earl Grey tea. And here is the impact case. Before you start ripping into this, let's see how you can open it carefully. As I've heard, it's got little magnets on the case, so you can use it like a book, open and shut it close, and reuse the case to store your case or another case you've got you want to go back to later. So let's pull this little, can you see it? There's a little black tab. Let's pull that and see what happens. There, the black tab has come out. Here is the case in the packaging. And the back basically just, there's a little description, their logo and web address. And so you just pull out that tab, so just pop it out like that, and then with some scissors go inside the gap and just snip the seal, and then you've got a reusable box to store a previous case you bought, or this case when you want to use another case for a while, whatever. So, let's see if we can show this. Just get it in the slot in between the front and back cover. Just make a little, I say little, cut. There we go. Now it should open like a book. Yeah, it does. It just opens up like a book. And here you have the case. Here's the front. Of course, that's a little cardboard cutout of an iPod already in it. This is a really nice feeling case straight away. Very light. The back is really smooth to touch. And it is shatterproof and shock absorbent. If you drop it, it's going to protect your case quite a bit. Also, it has cutouts for easy access to the ports and controls on your iPod Touch. It has a soft touch coated polycarbonate back, which is, like I say, very soft if you touch it. It costs £14.95 or $20.95 or €16.95, depending upon which currency you use. So if I just open this, let's see how you do it. Also, it isn't supposed to open easily, so you don't actually accidentally open it and have your iPod drop on the floor or something silly like that. So it's actually made to be hard to accidentally open. Here we go. There we go. And there we have the two pieces off, front and back. And inside, dropped out, is the cutout with some information on the back. And here it says "Open Me," and inside is a clip, paper clip, and it says on the packaging for the paper clip, "Make a stand. Find out how this unassuming paper clip can be transformed into an iPod Touch stand." So anyway, we have the case here, and we have my brother's iPod Touch. So we open this, whip out the Touch, and what never ceases to surprise me with the iPod Touch is just how thin and small it is. It's like if you see the impact case on the Proporta's website, it actually looks very large, but it is small because of course the iPod Touch is small. But I just cannot get used to how thin it is. I don't know why, so many things are small these days. I've just put it over the top of the back. I think I'm doing this right. This is the first case I have had. Then the front goes over the top, I believe. And I believe yeah, you just click it, snip it in, like you do a lot of things. You just sort of go around the edge. There we go, until you hear the edges and sides click in. It seems like a very thin plastic case, so it doesn't feel really strong, but it is supposed to be shockproof and shatterproof, which is really good. The front design is completely see-through design. That's why it's called crystal, because you can see through it. The back, however, is black with the white Proporta logo near the bottom. It has a cutaway top for the power button, and if I hold that down we'll see how easy it is to use. Yep, came straight on. Down here you have a little cutaway for the home button, and at the side you have a cutaway here for the volume button, and on the bottom you have a cutaway for your headphone and sync cable, power cable, whatever you want to call it. At the bottom you can't really see it very well on screen, but there is a cutaway there. It does seem to put a little bit of weight to this, so I think that's a pretty good sign that it will protect it. Just make absolutely sure, since you just click it, you just snip it on, make absolutely sure you hear the bottom corners and the top corners click, and make sure you've got it sealed properly so it isn't going to fall out. And it does feel like, now it's nicked in, it feels like it's in there good, and it doesn't feel like it's going to come apart easily. It really does feel smooth to touch at the bottom. However, one thing I noticed about it is that it doesn't include a screen protector like a lot of cases do, which is pity. Yeah, there is no plastic there on the screen. It's just the bare touch screen there of the pod. So there's no protection for the screen, apart from the fact that the plastic is raised up a bit, so if it falls, it's probably not going to fall on the screen unless something's sticking out. So it has got a bit of a protection on the screen because of that. And you know it's not going to come open easily, because for a start they do say that. And also, I just tried to take this case off, had a hell of a job. I used a 1p piece, which is about probably equivalent to a 1 cent piece you could probably use if you're in America, and I really had to wedge it, you know, really use my fingernails and wedge the coin in and then pry it open, and it is really difficult to open. So yeah, great case. Like I say, you definitely know that isn't going to fly open easily. However, I'm afraid that using a coin and prying it is going to wear it out very quickly if you take it off very often, which you probably wouldn't do, but if you do, I think it's going to wear out quick. So yeah, great case. The only downfall to the case is no screen protector. When it is a case advertised for protection, it is a shame there isn't that little bit of protection for the touchscreen. So yeah, brilliant case. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, I think. Absolutely wonderful case. Proporta seems to be a really good company, very helpful, and one of the better companies. So yeah, definitely check out proporta.com. And thanks to Proporta for sending this out for me so I could review it. That's brilliant. And this has been a Proporta Impact Case review for videotechreviews.com. Please rate, comment and subscribe.